All right, here we are. This is we're on number 13, and this is C. Kane, the final battle, I think. I don't know that I've found everything because there's still a couple symbols I didn't uncover. But I knew A, or that meant A. I don't know. Let's just see what's up the tower. Because I'm probably gonna do another part after this, just to sort of play cleanup and commentary and all that. But anyway, so let's see what happens when Charles Kane faces off his mortal friend enemy, Gettys. So I guess, yeah, you've been watching, hopefully, so you know what the score is. So let's just get to it. We're gonna climb. It's either me or Gettys. Only one of us is coming back from this alive. Goodbye.
Let's go.
All right. So we got birds up there. We got the big sky needle. Oh, F. Yeah. So far to foul. Far to something. Okay. Of course. This is it, brother. The end of the world. Might as well tell you what yo daddy meant by the whole rosebud thing. I don't even care anymore. Let's just end this. I wish I could say something. Rosebud is the greatest weapon known to man. Your pops found it deep under the sea, some sort of lost treasure from back before the world turned to you know what. The old ones used it as a last resort to save what they could of this here planet. Almost everything died, and almost every continent fell into the sea. But the power of Rosebud kept a small number of humans alive. Calvin, Marshall, Andre, Curtis, Gregory, Damon, Dwayne, Marcel, Dell. The 9 greatest all-time sorcerers, kid. I have learned myself in their tradition. They were the ones who stopped the apocalypse. They died so we could maybe live on. I need the power of Rosebud, Charles. I need it like you ain't gonna believe. It's here, ready to be used. It's time to end all the things once and for all. Throw him off a roof, or let him summon Rosebud. I think we're gonna let him summon Rosebud. Haha. I ain't control Rosebud alone, bro. Why you think I took on an apprentice? I thought maybe Susan could master their magic power. Turns out she just didn't have enough rage in her dang heart to cast this spell, and I've got too, much. It was always you, Charles. The one who knows all kinds of balance of hate and joy. The one who can use this magic to set back the clock on the apocalypse one more time. I never knew it till you was in battle. So yo, throw your hands up in the air. I'm gonna lay some magic down on you. Charles can now summon Rosebud. I've never felt power like this before, nor this level of understanding. I know what it means to surpass the planes of time and space. I know what it means to no longer be human. I've been narrating this story to you the whole time, Charles. It's me, I'm Rosebud, and I'm Charles. I'm everything at once. The ending approaches. It's not that I had no soul, it's that I had a billion souls at once. Something's coming through the portal, Charles. I was hoping you'd have more time to train with new magic, but this is big. Whatever is coming up through is going to blow up the rest of the world. We'll fight side by side like true G's. We can beat down all y'all monsters together. Let's do this, bro. His color. Oh gosh. All right. Well, there's an interesting turn of events. I can summon Rosebud. Summon the Holy Sled against Gehenna. Wizardy. Let's do the Gettys Beam. Summon Rosebud. And I'm going to heal 3. Alright, I guess this is just all I'm gonna do is just do this. Curtain call. That was some fine spell tossing, Charles. Or maybe not. It looks like using the rosebud has ripped a hole in space-time, something fierce. I know. I remember all of this now. Before this day, I was a simple media mogul, and you were the governor. What happened here retroactively made us who we are today. The world used to be healthy. We're the ones who poisoned it, using the very means necessary to save it. By stopping Gehenna's incursion into our reality, we save what remains of our country, but at an impossible cost. The damage done here today traveled backwards through time, rewriting and ripping history to shreds. As I watched Gehenna's toxins spread through history, I watched the very core of human DNA be rewritten. We became more machine, less human. Our entertainers became our warriors. Our future became our past. What happened here today always happened. This loop cannot be broken. Whatever caused Gehenna to appear in the first place was preordained in a history that wasn't our own. I see everything, touch nothing. What will be. All this has happened before. All this will happen again. The only thing to do now is to go back and live my life the only way I know how. 1,000 years later. I spent a few hundred years wandering with Gettys, sealing up other rifts as they opened. It was exhausting thanks to thankless life. Eventually the rifts stopped appearing with such regularity and Gettys became powerful enough to seal them up on his own. We went our separate ways. He's East Coast, I'm West Side. It's always been this way. I was alone for the first time in my life. I realized then that I never truly cared for those three strange women who I traveled with all those years ago. When I had heard Emily had remarried, I was relieved. She lives a normal life and is a powerful figure in her church. Susan, I ran into her once, told her all about the rift between me and Gettys. She swore to hunt them down and take away his powers. I shrugged and walked away. I still speak to Leland every now and then, just not out of choice. She just shows up in the strangest places. Eventually this becomes boring. I learned that I was actually pretty happy alone. I sat for weeks at a time in meditation, watching the flow of life and death around me. Time and culture was an endless well from which to drink. I saw so many strange and wonderful things as the years flowed forward and back. I saw terrible cataclysm in the past, but knew it all worked out for the best. After all, I'm still here, last man standing, that's okay. Many times I'd look back on that adventure and think of it as the best time of my life. Later I'd realize it was among the worst. Perhaps I've seen the best and worst of what this world had to offer. Perhaps it's time to go portal hunting again. Maybe it's time to see what kind of world awaits on the other side. Who knows, maybe I could finally make everything right again. But for now, I'm going to sleep. Good night. The end. Nice. Okay. So let me, I'm going to pause here and then I'm going to do a commentary for the number 14. But that's pretty good. I mean, nice, I don't know, that's just a lot to hold on to. Let me pause real quick.